life ain't a ding dong. If I could take you up in boom boom boosh, boom boom, tell me I'm the only one that you know. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Welcome to the Steve Starski Show once again. My name is Steve.
My name is Starski.
And today we have our boy, our guest again, DJ Doughboy.
What's up, everybody?
Your DJ's favorite DJ?
Your favorite DJ's favorite DJ.
No doubt, no doubt. We got some good feedback from our episode 2 with Doughboy on there, and it's an episode I really enjoyed. And Dough's going to be a reoccurring guest for us because he's a real good friend of us. We go way, way back. And today we're just going to get right back into it again, like we normally do. Today's subject is
Testing your relationship.
Testing your relationships. Now I'm going to speak on our point of view of this whole thing, our experiences. And this podcast is really about just encouraging conversation among people. And we're just talking about, from our point of views, our experiences, what we've seen, what we've been through. And we just throwing it out there on the table for you to consume or not.
This disclaimer shit, man.
Yo, I don't know why he does it. I don't know why.
Yo, who are you afraid of, Puff?
Word.
I went to finishing school, and this is what I do.
Who are you afraid of, Puff? Yo,
We'll get right into it.
let's get right into it,
All right,
man.
Joe. So, I've had many conversations with my female friends over the years. I always say that I know a lot of female cousins, friends, and I love talking about relationships. I like getting their point of views on relationships. It's just fascinating to me the way we live our lives and the way like how society rolls. And testing your relationship.
Yeah.
I know women that got good guys, like nice guys or whatever. And it seems like when the relationship settles, when the bait is over and the switch starts, because you know relationships are really bait and switch. You know, you bait them with the good stuff, and then all of a sudden, when it settles and you're at a cruising altitude, all of a sudden now you switch it up, right? So now, and what I find in a relationship, there's always one that's tugging, and one that's like one is stable, and one's always kind of ruffle the feathers. It seems there's always one playing a certain character.
Okay.
You know, there's one who's calm, and one's just like one's just like all over the place, right? So, what I find to be the motivation for the females I talk to in testing the relationship, they want to make sure that their guy could handle when the deal goes down.
Right.
And my thing is, in that moment, you become a threat to your relationship.
Yes.
Yes.
Immediately. It's like when you're in a relationship, you're building a foundation. Mm-hmm. You can't lay brick and before the cement settles, you start kicking it to make sure the structure of the building is strong. You now are compromising the foundation of that building.
Right.
So when you test your relationship unnecessarily because of your insecurities, you're compromising the foundation of that relationship.
Yeah.
Agree. All right.
Yes, sir.
You have to get into why they do that.
Right.
And this is gonna sound very cavemanish, so
Caveman
it is what
enough.
it is. The male's job is to protect, right?
Yeah, generally.
Generally.
Right, yes.
So, when you look at a woman trying to test a man, it's testing their strength
For their own security.
for their own security. So to say, okay, I know this man has enough testicle fortitude
Right.
to handle situations because they always want to feel safe and protected.
Right.
Now, is that smart? No. But it's something they want to always know that their man has a certain level of control and a certain level of oomph in any situation. And the only way for them to know that for sure is to test it.
Here's another thing I think, though, that applies to it. Is that when getting into relationships, you find that people will, particularly women, will measure up this guy to this idea of what the guy that's worth her will be. So she's testing, is he this, does he match? Like
And the
every
guy
time.
is
This guy
in there.
is fictional. This guy is
Fiction.
fantasy.
Right.
This guy is composed of stories and TV shows and R&B songs
And
and
Cinderella
all the
and
stuff
Snow
that-
White and
Disney,
okay.
all of that. This guy is the guy that's worth me. So this guy that's in real life in front of me, I'm gonna test and see if he matches up and can fill this role.
Interesting. I got something to say about that.
Mhm.
The problem that I've seen in these testicular relationships
And in the testing process. And
Right.
such.
is the fact that it's never one test.
No.
Right.
It's the test is constant.
Yes.
Oh, he passed this one today. Will he pass tomorrow?
Mhm.
Will he pass next week?
Yeah.
It's this constant
Yeah.
chiseling
Yeah.
of this relationship. So what happens now is when something really goes down or you're really in some kind of a crisis, he's not going to take it seriously because you've been crying wolf all this time.
Right.
And that's a problem.
Right.
Like,
I mean, testing your relationship for no reason
Right.
is a problem across the
Right,
board.
right.
The first time you do it is a problem. The millionth time you do it is a problem. Once it becomes the breaking point, it's a problem. It's a problem across the board. But the reason, see, their reasoning why trumps it being a problem. Because they need to be secure in where their man stands. You see what I'm saying? Like, so that trumps the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
yes.
Like, it's like you burning something to see if it's flammable, and then once it burns up in its ashes, like, see, that thing was flammable.
I mean,
That thing wasn't safe.
It's,
Right.
but you
Yeah.
worked it.
But
But
yeah, it was compromised. See, that thing wasn't secure.
but
Yeah.
it's a part of them. A woman wants to feel safe with a man, and the only way for them to know that they feel safe is to experience dangerous conditions with minimal scathing. You know what I'm saying? To walk out of dangerous positions unscathed.
Okay. Well,
It sounds stupid, but
no.
you know what I'm saying? It makes
No.
sense.
Okay, so the issue with that, I gotta get my thoughts together. The issue with that is there's minimal scathing, the word you use, in the current,
Yeah.
but it builds
Of course it
for
does.
a big balloon payment
Of course it does.
later down.
Of
And
course
that's,
it does.
and the thing is, the whole idea, when you look at this issue from an aerial point of view where you see everything
Right.
together, you do not understand in the moment you're trying to prove the security of your mate, you are revealing your total insecurity,
Right.
and you're revealing the fact that you're an enemy to your relationship.
Yes.
You're an enemy to the very thing you say you want.
Yes.
Right.
So you say, I want to be rich, right?
Right.
But every time you get money, you just blow it and buy a bunch of
Right,
shit.
right.
You don't want to be rich.
Right.
You just want a bunch of
I
stuff.
want to be able to spend.
Yeah, you just want to be able to spend,
Yeah.
right? And the thing is with us in society, we are never honest with what our true motives are.
Of course not. Because most of our true motives are fucked up. Of course not. If you strip the veneer, most of us are some dark ass individuals. So we're not gonna be honest with that. Most dudes are not gonna be like, yo, you cool. I just wanna beat. We could just be friends and we can go to the movies and we could just smash. Because they know that sounds creepy and selfish as fuck. So you know what? It's, hey, how you doing? What's up? Yeah, I want to get to know you. Then they hit you with the bullshit. Because that's more acceptable. Like, we're in a place where everybody wants to be looked at as good people. And most of us are.
You know what the fuck? Yeah. We're gonna get into that in another show. The whole that's a deep subject.
Good versus well behaved.
What, good versus well
Good
behaved.
versus well behaved. Yeah. We're gonna skirt that today.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah.
The other thing that people don't take into consideration is there are other tests that are happening
Yes.
of the relationship that you're not orchestrating.
Yeah.
Yes. Life.
Life.
Conditions.
Yeah. Or just like your own
Yeah.
imperfection. Like you do fucked up shit.
Anyway.
Right, by accident or
Yeah.
unconsciously.
We're quirky.
That was a
we're
test
complex.
too.
Yeah.
It's just that you weren't holding the clipboard, like judging and grading him on that one. And then when he covered over it, when he forgave me for it, when you apologized, when it was washed over, he didn't get points for that.
Nah, because he was doing what he was supposed
right,
to do.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
All right.
interesting. Okay.
Because I want to get this before it escapes my mind. How many women you know have used the Marilyn Monroe quote that if you can't love me at my worst, you're not deserving of loving me? How many?
Too many.
Look at Starski's face.
Whoa. Too many.
That quote. Can somebody pull up the
Is
quote?
that Marilyn Monroe quote?
Yes, it's Marilyn
It
Monroe.
is incredibly toxic.
It's incredibly toxic. It's everything we're talking about right now. Like, can someone pull up the quote? Joe, pull up the quote. Look,
Marilyn Monroe.
It's
If you can't love
me
me
at my worst, you can't
don't
deserve
deserve
me
it.
at my best, or
You're not deserving of my best.
some
That's nonsense.
some super toxic shit,
Yeah.
which gives them the right to test you and use all of these negative toxic.
Yo, your worst should never show up in a relationship.
Bob.
Yeah,
The thing
because
is, this. Listen.
My worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. No, I don't believe in none of that. I don't subscribe to none of that.
That's the testing thing.
Listen, the worst of me
Yeah.
is not going to show up in my relationship.
Ever.
I'm trying to be I'm trying to live like my representative.
But
The dude I came in as, I'm trying to maintain that altitude. So,
Yeah.
so dude, I ain't coming in giving you flowers every week because I know my pockets are not going to sustain that throughout the relationship.
I mean, God
I'm
help
just-
the person who got to see me at my worst.
Yeah, like why
that's
is that
real
even
rap.
on the table as like?
But that's part of the
It's
testing.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
part of
Yeah.
the test.
Yeah.
That is the test, bro. That is the test. What is it, Wavy?
I'm selfish, impatient, and a little insecure. I make mistakes. I'm out of control and at times hard to handle. But if you can't handle me at my worst, then you sure as hell don't deserve me at my best.
So that get right there.
Oh, stop. Forget the quote you put in.
All shit before it.
That's
The shit before it is like
But this,
no. All that
what I'm
before
talking
it makes me not even want to hear the quote. You that is the realness right there. What was that is yo son. What?
This is what I'm talking about. But understand, they're saying you have to be able to handle all of that. So I'm gonna put you through all of that
Bro.
just to make sure that this relationship can survive.
Oh,
I'm gonna put you through everything.
Can I drop something on you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna drop something. I'm sorry to cut you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna drop something on you.
yeah.
When I go through all of that, your best is not worth it. Period. But if I gotta go through all of that, I don't care about your best.
But Star, and because he
Period.
don't play on social media the way we play on social media.
Nah.
How many times have you seen that quote, Kyle?
Oh, countless.
Countless.
Yeah.
Countless times.
Your best is not
from
worth
from
yeah.
all kinds of women, not just like all
Yeah,
kinds,
yeah.
all social, economical, everything,
Yeah.
racist.
Because-
that quote
Yeah, because you don't,
transcends everything.
you don't want to take responsibility for the fact that you're gonna get loopy and act out in a way that is uncalled for.
But they're saying you need a man that's strong enough to withstand
That's not strength.
all of that.
What, is that strength?
They're saying that they are that precious that if you don't want me as a
An
black
entire
diamond
yeah.
piece of coal down in the bottom of the earth where you lose your limbs trying to get to me, you don't deserve me on your chain.
So
Like,
therefore,
it's
it justifies all the tests
right,
you go through.
right.
It
And-
justifies every test.
And the crazy thing about it is that it justifies it on the premise that like the best isn't guaranteed. It's not like you'll absolutely get me at my best, but you don't deserve me at my best if you don't go through
Right.
all of this.
Right. You're not gonna say, hey, listen, you're gonna go through all this, and you trust me. After you go through all this,
You're
I
gonna
got my
get
best
my best,
forever.
absolute.
You're gonna get my best forever. No.
Right.
No.
The latest joint I seen,
Wow.
and it's related to that same thinking of that meme is that the most important question to ask when considering dating someone is this the person I want representing me, right? Now, if at first it sounds sound,
They all sound sound
reasonable.
at
Like,
first.
that's a really good question. But that immediately puts the most important question on the other person. The most important question is always on you.
Yes.
It's never on what that person is.
Right.
Am I ready to be dating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, am I the person that I want? What is it? Like, am I the what is it? Be the change you want to see? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
am I the this
Person.
role of it?
Right.
Am I this?
Yes.
What's happening on the other side is gonna play out like inevitably if you are truly that. If you're playing the game though, if you're playing a role, if you just got the jacket on, then you trying to keep your thing up. Like, forget what's going on the other side. I'm also preoccupied with, am I actually what I said I am?
But most of us are
I'm
not
not.
who we say we are.
But here's the thing. I want to say before, because this is stimulating a lot of thought in my head. The thing is, the reality is, a relationship is like religion. You have to have faith in it.
Yes.
Period.
Okay.
If you tell me you're a good dude or whatever, I have to believe that you're that until you show me different.
No.
No,
You
hold
have
on.
to you have to believe that even past my not so good moments. That's what faith is. Faith is like, when it ain't great, I believe that there's greater later.
Okay.
I believe that like the composite of who you are is not. I can't filter it down to this moment. I
Pause that.
believe.
Pause that.
Go ahead.
I'm with you to a point.
Mhm.
It
Of
depends.
course.
It depends on what that not so good moment is.
Yeah, definitely.
Because there's levels to the game.
Yeah, definitely.
It could be some misinterpretation, and or it could be some wild stuff like
Yeah.
oh no, you
Yeah.
can't. You know what I mean?
I'm just talking about the faith part of it.
Yeah, but the thing is, in a relationship, I have to believe that this person, what they're presenting, is true.
Yeah.
That's it. I have to believe and then you will reveal yourself slowly but surely over time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the testing of relationships.
Yeah.
Life tests your relationship.
Yeah.
The progression of your relationship and your family tests your relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean? The thing is,
Catching a cold to test your relationship.
yeah.
Yeah.
Losing your job, a test
Losing your job.
relationship.
Yeah.
What? All of a sudden, man,
Yeah,
please.
gaining 20 pounds to test your relationship. Like, all sorts of things to test your relationship.
Yeah. So the thing is, you cannot be in the relationship and jump on the bandwagon with just life situation and testing it up
Right.
on top of all those things.
Right.
You're totally destroying your
You're sabotaging. You're self-sabotaging.
everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fact is like how life is this thing that just constantly like weaves and meanders, and it's amazing with like kids change. You both got kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like it's really amazing. Like you have to huddle together as a unit to fight the forces outside your house.
Right.
There can't be civil war in your house.
But most people do not see anything as unified unless it benefits them.
True.
Damn dog.
Absolutely.
I hate to be the Joker in this conversation, yo.
But dog,
Like, I hate to be the Heath Ledger character every time I'm gonna stand here, but I will.
Yeah.
here's the deal. Another thing. I know a lot of my female friends, they say they want something,
They don't want it.
but they don't believe in what they want.
They don't want it. They
They
don't
don't
want it.
believe, oh, I want a man to XYZ.
Yeah.
I don't understand our society where if somebody is just inherently good, nah, there's something up with that.
Right.
You just ain't see it yet. But if somebody's an asshole, he's just an asshole.
Right.
That's I never understand how good is always questioned. There has to be a motive for you to be good.
Because most
And
of the times
evil
there
is like, hey,
Accepted with.
with no challenges.
Yeah.
Evil is just
Because, all right, we're gonna get back to women wanting things or saying they want things. They're gonna be mad. I'm gonna look dead at the camera. Women are creatures of convenience, which means they wanted it. At that moment, they said they wanted it.
oh Lord.
And then when it was inconvenient,
Jesus.
they didn't want it anymore. Perfect example. I want a man that's gonna help me. I want a man that's gonna help me make decisions. I need a strong man. I need a man. Da 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 da. Then they get that, and it's cool for a little bit, and then
You ain't my daddy.
then the power struggle begins, because to have a man who's going to do all those things for you and to you, you have to give up a certain amount of power. Now it becomes inconvenient.
Right.
So now I don't want that anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So they break up or they do whatever, and now she's with someone else that was convenient, but that personality type was convenient at that moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now she doesn't like him. Now she goes back to another type of person because that person was convenient at that moment.
Yeah.
There's no like set kind of, I want this and then I get this and this is what I wanted, so you know what, I'm gonna tap out. Because eventually it's inconvenient, because everything eventually is gonna be inconvenient.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Life is constantly
That is
in motion.
You said something that's really interesting that I find my experience to be very true.
What?
Women seem to want what they want when they want it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you get what you want now affects a later result.
Yeah.
That's not even thought of.
Now.
And there's a quote that says the key to unhappiness is denying what you want overall. I'm messing up because of what you want now.
Yeah.
It's denying yourself what you want in the future for what you want right now.
Right.
So if you want to save like mad loot for your future, but you keep buying stuff that you see and you want now, you're never going to get to that goal.
Are you talking about me?
But people lack discipline.
Yeah.
Just in general. Like, people just lack the discipline and the fortitude to achieve the things they want. People will always put pleasure before purpose, bruh.
Damn, don't.
They will, bruh.
People will always put
Pleasure before purpose, bruh. So you get these people who want all of these things but don't want to go through shit to get them.
Yeah.
You want all of these things.
Everybody wants a beach body. Nobody want to work out.
Word is bond.
No doubt, no doubt.
Everybody wants to be a great piano player, but don't nobody want to take lessons.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to have this great relationship, but don't nobody want to go through the quirks to have that
Right.
shit. Nobody wants to go through the struggle to achieve purpose, so they tap out. And they could have decent shit, yo. They could have somebody who loves them to death.
Right.
But he ain't perfect, so they'll tap out.
But there's no one perfect. And but
This is the key.
But-
this
but
is the
again,
point.
yeah.
There's this idea that's
But
happening.
here's the deal, though.
That
Here's
is
the deal. When the perception is from you judging others, the perception in your head, like, well, I'm all these things.
Yeah.
And I deserve these things because I'm all these things. They need to step up to my level, which is not true.
But bullshit. Most of these people know they fucked up.
Right.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. They know they fucked up, Puff. Like, they know deep in their heart that they
Deep
are
in their
not.
heart.
That they are not
Right.
what they want to attract.
Right.
Woo!
And that's why they keep perpetuating
Woo!
these messages so much. 'Cause it's like, I need to be loud. It's like the person that can't fight is the loudest and like
Yeah.
screaming for the fight.
Right.
Just to scare the other person out of fighting.
Right. It's like what Kevin Hart said. I am good at convincing you that
Right.
you don't want to fight me.
Right.
But once you get past that,
Yeah.
oh no, let's work it out.
Yeah. So they know they're not
They
that.
know. They know. Like, and this is gonna sound, disclaimer, because you know this is what I do. Chick could have a mediocre ass job, could barely make spaghetti, and want all this shit out of a man, yo.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a mediocre job,
Yeah.
driving a fucking Honda Civic in a 1.5 bedroom apartment, but you want your man to make $100K, drive a Benz, have a beach body, recite poetry, have a corporate job, and be hood. All kinds of wild shit.
Right.
But all kinds of wild shit. but you don't have anything to bring to the table except a motherfucking fork. But they feel entitled. They feel entitled, bruh.
That's a fact.
They feel entitled. Yo, Star, you out of this because I don't need you to get in trouble. How many chicks' houses you been to and you like, yo,
It's like this here?
my man. And these chicks got a laundry list of shit they want. And you be like, you can't even go to the laundry mat. Look at this shit. How you expecting all of this from us? And that shit sound gangsta. I'm keeping it a stack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But how many of us have been there? Yo, they got you thinking they are the diamondest chicks in the world until you pull up to their crib, bro.
Right.
And you like,
Yo,
holy shit.
Like,
yo, this single tear rolling down my face is a tear of truth.
Yo, it's real because we always want to trade up, bruh. We never want to trade across. We want to trade up.
Oh, what's up though? It's all a facade.
But what I'm saying,
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm just in the general scheme of things. Like we got this thing about leagues and up and, but it's.
But there is a hierarchy. Like there are leagues to a certain degree. So people
certain
want
degree, yes.
to trade up, bro.
Yeah.
They don't want somebody fucked up like them, so they gonna trade up.
right.
But they're gonna make it seem like they the prize, so they don't look like they trading up.
Right.
But
right,
they trading
right,
up.
Right. They faking it till they make it.
Yeah.
And most of the time, when you attractive, see, men have been bred to understand that if you love someone, you give. So we have no problems trading across or even trading down if we
Yeah,
love
right.
somebody.
Yeah.
See, they not taught that, cuz. They taught to trade up.
Right, because of security.
The first thing, I know this for a fact.
Okay.
Chicks will be like, yo, I met him, he's a nice guy, blah, 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 blah. They don't really be knowing I'm college educated and all that. They see this, right?
Oh, no, that.
Friends ask, what'd he do? What'd he do? He a DJ.
He's a DJ.
Until they meet me, and then it's like,
But they don't know the resume.
but that's the point.
It don't matter. It's not about the resume.
That's the point. So they automatically think this chick is traded down. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's all he do.
Right.
Now, when you say, okay, well, he's Grammy nominated, he does this, he does that, he's toured across the world, and da-da-da-da-da. Now you traded up.
Now she see red carpet.
Yeah, now you traded up.
Now, word? Who you work with?
Who you know?
Yeah, who you
Right.
know?
Now you know.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I know that from personal experience.
Wow.
That a lot, they taught to trade up, bro.
Yeah.
Let chick be like, yo, I met him, I like him, he's really, really nice to me, da-da-da-da-da. What does he do?
Yeah.
That's the first question.
Yeah.
What does he do? Because that money, status, all of that comes with that.
Yeah.
So, are you trading up or are you trading down?
Right.
Because if you say he a garbage man, but he treats you real nice,
Yeah. Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just had this conversation off camera. He could be a schmuck, take you on trips all the time. You might ride that out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a lot of jewelry. You might ride that shit out, cuz. No. And the nice guy who's just a nice guy, you ain't gonna ride that shit out. You gonna test him. Go. Now let's loop it right back to the beginning. You gonna test him because he don't look strong. He don't look strong. So you gonna test his ass.
You ain't gonna come on my show talk about my mama in my face like you ain't just drop gems like that.
You gonna test his ass.
I'ma say
And you know what? And it's sad because everybody gonna go in here and kind of like say, nah, that ain't true. I'ma look in the camera.
Proof is in the pudding, baby.
Go back to every last relationship you've been in. And really do the knowledge. Really sit back and think about how you moved on that dude.
How you move.
How you moved. And then be honest with yourself. Was I testing him? Was I testing his gangster? I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna sound politically correct too. Dudes who wild, violent, and street like that, They don't get tested like that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
They
not.
don't-
I got a couple of my girlfriends that already. I mean, my homegirls told me that already. Like, yo, I was dating, like this one girl I was talking to. She got a husband, really nice guy, family dude, straight up. And then, but she, she talks because he's a cool church going dude, whatever. And she told me, Steve, you're right. I brought it up to her. Like, if you had somebody that was more threatening, because you're right. I had an ex-boyfriend. He was a little scary, and he was on her P's and Q's. And she was like, oh, okay.
Listen, everybody know I'm 1 foot in the street, 1 foot out. A lot of my friends is about that life. They don't get tested a lot.
Yeah, no.
They don't get tested a lot.
Yeah.
And that just is what it is, and that sounds fucked up. But when it's something about, and that's a control thing too.
It's all about control. It's power.
Control. It's power.
Power, yeah.
It's power.
Yeah.
To see how much
Right.
they can do that.
But I'm the kind of guy like this. Sorry. I'm the kind of guy that I don't talk mess.
No.
I don't threaten.
No.
Like when I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like if we have a relationship and I'm like, yo, dude, chill with that. There's not gonna be me like I'm done with this, I'm out, and you're like, well, Steve, your mom. No, dude, I've told you numerous times to stop that.
Next thing you know, you about to run them over in the parking lot of the club. Right?
I ain't going that far. I'll reverse and get the hell out. But no, there is that's where it gets dangerous with this testing stuff in the relationship. It gets dangerous because when the person that you're testing, especially the thing is about people who are very patient, who take a lot, when they pop hard.
They pop.
So if you're with somebody out there that takes a lot of mess, you need to pump your brakes. Because when they go, it's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or when they flip out, you can't put them back. You can't put that genie back in the bottle that easy.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Once the things explode, you can't contain it.
Yeah.
You can't contain it. And most of the time, that guy or that person, I'm gonna use both genders, will feel justified in flipping out because they took so much bullshit.
Right. Hold on. And then the other person could look at you like, you crazy.
All I did was the last thing.
Right. Right. You don't understand that everything has everything
Right,
to do with everything.
Wow.
So it's not just the last thing.
Right.
It's the first thing you did when you started this bogus ass journey to this last thing when I can't take it no more.
Right.
But all you remember is the last thing.
Right.
Damn, dog, I ain't get the goose down pillows. Why you get mad about that?
Yeah, it's deep because there are a bunch of things on top of a bunch of things on top of a bunch of things, and
Yeah.
it's hard to unpack a lot of that. You know what I'm saying?
Because of our it all goes back to the trauma, right? Our childhood,
Yeah, I mean,
what we see, what we really
what-
believe,
yeah, it's hard
compared
to
what we're told.
Yeah, to unpack all of that.
Yeah.
But you have to always, and I think you said this, you always want to be the representative, the best representative of yourself.
Absolutely.
The problem is most of us have been comfortable with not being the best representatives of ourselves. Like, back to that quote, it makes you comfortable to bring out the worst in you. You see what I'm saying? That Marilyn
It's
Monroe
easy.
quote.
It's easy.
It's justification in bringing out the worst in you. There isn't any reinforcement of always trying to bring out the best in you. And I find it extremely odd, and I think I did a video rant on this as well. You'll be your best you at your job, though.
Oh yeah, we talked about it.
Oh yeah, we're in conversations. Yeah.
You'll be the best you at your job, though.
And I love this part. Well, she's just comfortable with you.
No.
Or well, my homegirl says, she's giving her boyfriend crap. Well, I say, you shouldn't do that. Oh, he loves it.
No.
No, he does not.
He don't.
He does not.
And that's also
He
why
does not
the
love
same point of like what you'll be at your job is also why people will break up in a relationship, and next thing you know, the whole person comes out, and they dressing different, and they eating different, and they going to the gym, and they reading books, like they doing
They set
all.
the trap.
No, they got comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this relationship, I don't need to impress you after X amount of time. You happy with me? I don't feel like getting dressed today.
Right.
And the crazy thing is, the person, if the person digs you, you know what I'm saying? He should be happy around you in all of your quirks.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, you get comfortable
Yeah.
with this person being comfortable with you.
Right. Is it like there is a line between being comfortable, being diverse, sometimes being able to, like, you can dress down, you can do all whatever the things are. There's a line between that and accepting mediocrity from yourself and expecting the other person to accept it too.
Yeah.
Or else they're not accepting you for who you are.
Which is nonsense.
Something which is yeah.
Because
Absolute
the person who loves you should always be expecting and demanding the best from you.
Right.
And you should be
From
giving
you
the best
for
of yourself.
Like not from you for them, but from you for you.
Right. And you should always be giving the best of yourself.
Yeah.
Always. You should always bring your A game to your relationship, whether it be a year in, 10 years in.
You should bring
whatever.
your A game to everything. Though.
Everything.
That's the problem. They get comfortable in bringing their A game everywhere else instead of here.
You know what, man?
You're gonna get in trouble for this one, Pop.
Nah, man. We ain't, you know. I can always crash on your couch. Though. Or in the club, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
you just drive out
to the club, don't got my overnight bag, you know. Yo, we gotta wrap this up. Listen, so this is another episode of Steve Starski Show. This is our amazing guest.
Get used to this man.
Get used to him,
this man.
cause it's our boy, it's our brother in the struggle.
Yeah. And I'm one with very little filters, so.
Yeah. So where can they contact you at?
At Jersey Doughboy, all social media platforms, blog site talktodoughboy.tumblr, website talktodoughboy.com, all of that, you know, holla at me.
How can people follow you then?
Yeah, social media, Tayshawn Glover. I mean, it's gonna show up in the lower thirds. We're good.
We good? you know, tell people about the show that we're doing here. You know, subscribe.
And like, leave your comment. Like, if you have a point of view, leave your comment.
You know, so, you know, like, if you have anything to say about this subject, man, because we can't really. I mean, it's just so much to unpack.
Right.
Yeah.
We're going as much as we can. We hope we left you with a little more, so something to think about, improve your point of view, strategies in life,
different, like whatever.
Or just not.
Yeah, I mean,
we're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna keep talking.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it moving. Thank you all for coming through. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Steve.
I'm Starski.
Our beautiful guest,
DJ Doughboy.
the Doughboy. We are out.
Oh, life ain't a ding dong. If I could take you up in boom boom, 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 tell me I'm the